Welcome back to the Thrift Store Rundown's Odyssey to the Oscars, where we bring the Academy Awards home on a budget. For those out of the loop, this year, Warner Brothers will be celebrating 100 years of storytelling. That's right, this gold shield of quality has stood the test of time for a century. And with such classics like Looney Tunes, Scooby-Doo, Tom and Jerry, Batman, The Wizard of Oz, even Dexter's Laboratory from Cartoon Network, they're all in Warner Brothers' vault. It's not that hard to see why. I just came out of doing my Wonderful World of Disney Deals series, celebrating the Walt Disney Company's 100 years of wonder, so I thought this time around it would be nice to flip the script, yet still stay somewhere along those lines, and what better way to do so than a good old game of Trivial Pursuit, All Family Edition. This Hasbro game was picked up for $4.99, and you see 3 price tags here on the box. 1, 2, 3, and one on the back. 4. Bottom line, I paid $4.99, yet if I was to purchase this for $3.99, or even better, $1, it would have been so much better. So I feel like I kind of got cheated, but it is what it is, and $4.99 is nothing to sneeze at. And how you know this is from the thrift shop? It came in masking tape, and the box is slightly damaged. But it's what's on the inside that counts, so we'll go ahead and check that out. This is a double-sided instruction sheet, which as always we give you 10 seconds to look at, front to back. So control room, start the clock. 10 seconds. Time's up. For 2 to 4 players, ages 8 and up. Object of the game: to move along the circular track and the spokes correctly answering questions, and to collect colored wedges for correctly answering them in each of the 6 category headquarters at the base of each spoke. And those categories are color-coded. Blue movies, pink cartoons, yellow TV, brown classics, green behind the scenes, orange anything goes. That's a wild card. There are no subject categories for the picture cards. To win, a player or team, and you can have players in teams of 24, return to the hub and correctly answers the game-winning question in a category chosen by the players. We have a game board, question and answer cards, including picture cards for kids, a die, a card holder, 4 cartoon character tokens, and 24 scoring wedges. So let's take a look at the board first. And by opening this up, you really get a huge, wide scope of the family-friendly properties represented in here. We also have 2 of my favorites, Toons Adventures and Animaniacs, both of course belonging to Steven Spielberg, and Tom Rugger. I gotta give him credit too. He devised the ideas. But anyway, you take a good look around this wheel here. This is your winning spot. This is the center. The gold WB shield, minus the Warner Brothers animation or Pictures banner. Anyway, we have here 4 cartoon character pawns for you to play with. Of course, the classic, Bugs Bunny. What's up, Doc? Nothing much, Bugs. How are you? Kinda busy at the moment. Batman, Tweety, and Scooby-Doo. All classics for a reason. Hey, get in here, Bugs. Why are you hiding behind Batman? Anyway, all classics for a reason. The card holder is situated in the middle. And on the top and bottom we have the question and answer cards. So, these are your questions on one side, photo on the other representing the category. And this deck, well, this will come in your standard Trivial Pursuit question and answer format. Usually you have the questions on one side of the card and the answers on the other. Flip it over. So I would assume that these are the picture cards for kids, representing the categories for them to answer. So we got the Flintstones, Bugs Bunny, Batman, Yogi Bear, Mad, oh, that Cartoon Network series, Mad Funny, Mad Awesome. That's Judy or Jane Jetson. Superman, of course. The Flintstones. All classics for a darn good reason. So they're all represented in here. Let's take a look at this side here. So it's mostly question and answer cards for adults with picture cards for kids to make this really an all-family affair. So we got here movies, cartoons, TV, classics, behind the scenes, anything goes. That's your wild card round, Wildcats. Oh man, maybe Warner Brothers should develop a property called Wildcats and have that belong to Hanna-Barbera, you know? Even though they're an in-name-only unit of Warner Brothers Animation, Kids and Family, there's still some spunk left in them. Oh, another honorable mention for one of Steven Spielberg's Warner Brothers properties, Pinky and the Brain. Oh, and Freakazoid and Pinky, Elmira and the Brain. I could go on and on. The point is, there's something for everybody in here. We also have, in terms of Cartoon Network, the Powerpuff Girls, Cow and Chicken, and I Am Weasel. Originally titled, I Am Weasel, and You Are Baboon. If I had to pick a favorite from any one of those, I would have to say the Powerpuff Girls, even though I haven't watched a lot of Powerpuff Girls. But, you know, I gotta pick a favorite. That's it. As far as Toons Adventures and Animaniacs, hands down, my favorite is Animaniacs. I need to hunt down more DVDs of that show because that was just an utter masterpiece. Anyway, it's the movies, television shows, cartoons, and characters you remember and the ones children love today. Gather your family together for the game that combines the fun of Warner Brothers with the exciting challenge of Trivial Pursuit, so what you know and learn new stuff at the same time. This special edition offers 4 cartoon character tokens, Bugs, Tweety, Batman, and Scooby, plus pine wedges for scoring. All text cards for adults, divided into the categories I just mentioned, picture cards for kids, more than 2,000 questions in all, based on entertainment from Warner Brothers, Ton Entertainment, a lot of Wizard of Oz, Cartoon Network, Hanna-Barbera, DC Comics vis-a-vis Batman, and DC Publications vis-a-vis Mad. A full-color game board starring a familiar cast of Warner Brothers characters, and a WB logo card holder to store question and answer cards during gameplay. Every component is accounted for in here, including the spokes, which I forgot to show you, so we'll take this out one more time. This is the card holder. If they shaped this in the Warner Brothers sealed, that would be awesome. But they didn't, and I don't think the cards would have fit in there anyway. They need to have a flat surface on the bottom. But at least the dice is in here too. So yes, the box is a little damaged and it came in masking tape, which I hate. But I took off some of the masking tape and the box off miraculously wasn't damaged. So with that, 4.5 out of 5 claps. This might have been made in 1999 and it's definitely aged with time. But the Warner Brothers properties represented here are so timeless, I assure you, this merry-go-round ain't gonna break down anytime soon. Thanks for watching TSR. Now, to see another awesome review like this one, click here. If you want to become a Hollywood bargain hunter, click here to subscribe. Now catch you on the thrift side.